Toddy, gosh almighty, who the heck are they? Hey, flim, flam, bim, bam, Ole Miss. By golly, and welcome to Hemingway Stadium where the Rebels are ready to take the field. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Kansas State Wildcats, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Ole Miss Rebels. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Rebels will kick it away to start. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22.
Will take over. First and
10. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Giddens. Into a mass of giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. It's really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Ball is at the 35. It's first and 10. Used the play fake, now to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, pressure got to him, and they forced the incompletion.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Johnson wants to throw it. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
And the quarterback's in the pocket, and he decides to take off and scramble and just couldn't get to the first down marker. You could tell he wanted to pass the football. Maybe it wasn't there. Maybe he scrambled a little bit too soon. But usually when you take off, you better know you're going to get close to that first down marker and get it.
First down here for the offense. Wide receiver coming across in motion. And off to Jones. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Throws to the wideout. Finds space on the right. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Wideout in motion. They'll leave it with him. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Back to throw, it's Howard. Looking down the middle. Makes a connection. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You see all this movement in football now, all this stemming. The defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. That's reeled in. It's Williams. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Going up top on 1st down. Caught in the backfield. It's right. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. They get him on the ground with this running game imposing its will. 6-yard gain down to the 17. And the Rebels are threatening in the red zone. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And this one splits the uprights. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. On the move from inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. The give to the lone running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Ole Miss 3, Kansas State 0.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. Motion from the offense. Johnson looking to throw. He'll pull it down and run. When you've been around like this guy has, you know how valuable picking up the 1st down with your feet can be.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the 1st down, and keep this drive rolling.
And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Kansas State really has this drive rolling. The back goes in motion. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's Giddens. Won't back down from anyone. Delivers the blow and gets it to the 29. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them. But exactly, get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Looking for a gap. It's Giddens. Giving him his pads. And the defense gets to him, but not before he reaches the 2. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the Wildcats will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Try to barge their way in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Wildcats!
Kansas City.
Mano-a-mano, the offensive line gets it done, driving the defense back, creating an easy lane for that running back.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, it has gone final in that top 25 matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Rutgers proved it is battle-tested and capable of winning any place, any time after this one. And just think of the confidence this Scarlet Knights team gained today. Invaluable, if you ask me. Going to be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other figures to get a bounce when the new rankings come out, guys.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Howard. They're trying to get to it. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the
Picked off. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Kansas State. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. What a play by this defense with a pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
He'll bring it back from inside his spot. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part.
Fires the pass, intercepted. Touchdown, Wildcats! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, it fell incomplete because he did a great job of getting to the quarterback. He's in the pocket. Yeah, he's comfortable, but you get in there and you get a hit on him. Now he feels it. Can't throw the football. Can't follow through with his arm motion. Nice job by the defense.
A 3rd and long coming up here. Dropping back, it's Howard. He's going for a big play downfield. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Rebels will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. K-State has the ball back in the Power Cat offense. offense returns to the field. Looking for a crease. It's Edwards. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down.
And the defense gets to the quarterback. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Throws for the tight end. Got a man in the middle. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Defenses throughout the week studied every third down situation. You got to be ready for what they do, how they do it, and then be able to adjust. Great job by the offense so far having success.
Wide receiver shows motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. To the 15. Oh, look out! And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
You're going to win a lot of games if you can generate explosive plays. That's what we've seen in recent weeks from this football team, but this offense, man, they are every defensive coordinator's nightmare because of the players they've got lining up all over.
Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Kansas State.
Kansas State.
Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Kansas State 28, Ole Miss 3.
Kansas State will kick it off to start things in the second half. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Quickly complete. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Well, there we go. We finally see some life in this offense running the football. A nice game to pick up the first down. You got to get more of that going moving forward because they have not run it well.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
To the air, it's Howard. Unloads to the wideout. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
Leaves it with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready.
He'll take a deep shot here. Can't hook up on the long throw, and fourth down goes by the boards for this offense.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on fourth down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incomplete.
Afterburners coming. The 10. And he finds his way out of bounds real close to the goal line there, knocking on the door.
And you want to put a winning streak together like this team has? Run the football and create explosive plays. Nice job by the offense, showing the speed. How about the blocking up front? Everybody blocking, getting a hat on the hat, creating the explosive run.
Right down the boulevard, it's good. And that lead grows even bigger. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again.
Set to kick this one away.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
To the air, it's Howard. Gets the toe down, but didn't go forward at all.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Looking to throw on second down. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
And, David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something about it. I think the defense, maybe time to start committing more guys to stopping that run, not worrying about the pass as much.
And now in the most bizarre of spots, here comes the field goal kicker. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? You're going to be a great player. You got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Quarterback checking off. From the gun, the running back has it. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Kansas State 34, Ole Miss 3.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. They go to the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just, they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. The give to the back. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
Offense facing 4th down.
And the Rebels will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the offense has a long field in front of them as the ball is marked down at the 10.
This punter is such a weapon. And because he's able to get that ball down deep in his opponent's territory, that really helps out the defense. You're now forcing the opponent to drive the field to score points.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Power football with the run. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
How good does that feel, right? You've got the lead in the fourth quarter. The defense knows you're going to try to run the ball to ice the game, and you rip off an 8-yard run. They know it's coming, and they still can't stop it.
Handoff to the lone back. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead. You want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the fourth quarter.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the running back. He gets it across the 25 to the 24. Give him 5 on the carry. We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. On the run, it's Edwards. He's able to fight his way for a couple of yards, but it'll be 4th down and 3.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. At this point, it really hasn't been your best day. Just try to find something to build on here at the end, David.
Just try to keep fighting. Show your kids you're going to keep fighting. Keep throwing the football. Try to get some points up. Palmer, points have been at a premium. They haven't scored very much, but keep fighting, man. Yeah,
and just, try to find things to build off of for next week as well, right? I mean, it's all about continuing to improve week in and week out. So whether that's identifying playmakers or just seeing what you can come up with here at the end of this game and not quitting.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like, they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
He's taking the deep shot. Oh, picked off. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. The quarterback takes a knee. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock.
Ole Miss.
And now to try to put things in motion on 2nd and long from the 15. Not only the scoreboard, but the clock on the side of the offense as they take a knee, though the D can stop it a couple more times. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Well, correct me if I'm wrong, but they've got their punt team on the field on 3rd down. Looking for a block. It's White. They bring him down. Strong effort by the coverage team, and that's how they'll put a period on this one. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.